What's up, Flava fam? It's your girl Flava, and today, you guys, I'm going to give you some pros and some cons of trucking. But before we get into this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video.
Mercy, them leggings on, ooh girl, yeah, you working. I see you in my life, oh baby, I'm certain. I see you smiling at me, girl, or you flirting. I know you flirting. Mercy, mercy, she says she like chocolate brown things.
All right, y'all, what's up? So y'all gonna have to excuse my voice because it's a little raspy. I have a slight cold, so yeah, just it's gonna be all right. And my hair, I was trying to fix it. I'm still in the process because I don't really know how to lay wigs like that, but we're not gonna worry about it either. And also, if y'all keep hearing all this noise, I am beside the road. I had a flat tire. My trailer had a flat tire, so they fixed it, but I don't pick up my load till 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna just sit here because it's really a row of trucks behind me, so I should be fine. But anyways, let's get into this pros and cons of trucking. I wrote everything down. Not right here, sorry. I wrote everything down so that I can let you guys know. And I want to start with the cons, okay? So the first con is, let's see, what we gonna start with. In this truck, it's almost like living in your closet, okay? It's a very small space. It's like I call it my little tiny house, but it's not that much space, y'all. So if you are claustrophobic and you don't like small places, this might not be for you. But once you keep the curtain, if you keep the curtain open and you got the front part up there, it's not that bad. But it's just a little small space, and I knock stuff over all freaking day long. Like, I'm constantly knocking something over. So yeah, and I don't even have that much stuff. I do, but I don't, okay? But yeah, it's a small space. All right, number two, whenever you first start, you're gonna have to train. So it's gonna be you and your trainer. So it's gonna be two people in here, and you're gonna have to live with that person between I say 2 weeks because I only train for 2 weeks. So between 2 weeks and sometimes they like up to 8 weeks, depends on how good you are or bad. I learned a lot of stuff from my trainer, and luckily I was very lucky. I had a female trainer. Her name was Miss Pat, and Miss Pat was amazing, and everything that I learned from her, even as far as the stuff that I needed to keep in my truck, was so helpful. As far as like me having a porta potty, an air fryer, everything. I'll go over that in another video with things that we should have in our trucks. But I have heard a lot of horror stories about trainers and how nasty they are, or just them not letting you take showers. So yeah, you gotta do that for a few weeks. But once you get through the first like 6 months of trucking, y'all, everything else will kind of fall in place. So I had to keep telling myself, like, get through it. Just get through 6 months. You only get paid, some people get paid $300 a week when you're training. You don't get paid by the mile when you're training. You get $300. You might get $500. You might get $600. It just depends. I think I got paid $500 a week, and they tried to give me $300, and I was like, no, y'all told me $5. So yeah, you have a very small check. And honestly, I got paid more in training than I did once I got paid by the mile, because I wasn't making but 38 cents. I think I was making like 38 cents per mile, and I had to drive. Like, you really got to get these miles before you can make some money. So that was like a con, because I wasn't making no money when I first started. You got to get through that stage, get through the 6 months, and you good. Number three, the third con is you're away from your family. I have 3 children, and I have a boyfriend, so he helps me take care of the kids while I'm on the road. and he's home and he does his entrepreneur thing too, but he still makes sure everything is taken care of while I am trying to get money to build up another business. So that's really why I'm out here, so that I can stack my money to get my other business right. If you don't know, nakedsoapbar.com, that is me. I make soaps, I make Yanni care, and I'm trying to get a lot of my Yanni stuff out here for us female drivers. But yeah, you're always going to be away from your family, and a lot of people cannot take it. A lot of people go local and they realize it's not a lot of money in local, and then they go back on the road, or they miss being on the road and they just go back out. So I try local, that's another story, but you will miss your family. So let's get to the next con. The fourth con to being a truck driver is the showers. I might have ran into maybe one or two really, really nice hotel like truck stops showers. Like, it was amazing. I can't even remember where I was at. If I can find that video, I'll clip it in, but I don't know if I can find it. I feel like I deleted it by accident. The best, the prettiest hotel I ever seen, the prettiest truck stop I had ever seen. It was only one time that I went there. It's been a couple other ones, but 9 times out of 10 you won't get that lucky. You will not get that lucky. These truck stops are dirty. The showers, they basically go in there, they might spray their stuff, they probably won't sweep, they probably won't mop unless it's really, really bad. But other than that, the floor is nasty, sometimes the shower. So I always bring my own spray to disinfect the bathroom if I can't do nothing else. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you how I wash off in my truck too, because sometimes I prefer to do that than to go into these truck stops and take a shower. That's another video, but yeah. Also, number 5, if you don't cook in your truck, there's not many options for you to eat out there. So you got like McDonald's. The main ones, now you will find some truck stops that have different stuff, but the main ones you'll find is McDonald's, Arby's, Hardee's, Chester's, Subway. Yeah, it's not a lot to choose from. Now if you get lucky, you might come across a Bojangles, you might come across a Denny's, you might come across an IHOP, you'll come across a few other ones, but it's very few and far between. But I like to cook in my truck. I have been meal prepping. I meal prepped last week, so I got chicken, vegetables, salmon, and vegetables. That's really it. And I meal prep like 12 to 15 different meals. So, oh, and hamburger and broccoli. So yeah, I did meal prep, and yeah. But either that, if you don't meal prep or you don't cook in your truck. I know a lot of people that don't like cooking in their truck, so they eat truck stop food. And that's not for me. I don't want to eat a bunch of chicken, fried chicken. They got pizza, stuff like that. But if you don't want to be sitting here gaining weight all day because you sitting here eating all this food, then do what you can to keep it as healthy as you possibly can. Okay. Another con is that you're very limited. So your space is you're very limited in what you do with your movement and stuff. You're sitting here, you're driving for 10, 11 hours, and you're not moving. And that's how a lot of us gain weight. We're snacking, driving, snacking and driving, snacking and driving. So you have to work out or find some type of activity to do, so you're not just gaining weight, eating fast food, driving. Okay, so a lot of us are very, very unhealthy, which is why I started meal prepping, because I can't do it. I have to find a way around it. So meal prep, stop eating that fast food, y'all. Like, yeah, just find a way around it. And if you have to train, you got to find a way around it then too, because some trainers don't want to stop for you to get food. So bring your own snacks. But yeah, all All right, I'm gonna move to the pros right quick. Okay, so the pros are, I wouldn't say you are your own boss. If you're not an owner operator, if you're a company driver, you still have to drive for somebody, but you don't have nobody over your back 24/7 trying to make sure if you did this right. Did you do what I told you to do? Did you do what I asked you to do? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? You do not have that. You get your load, you drop it off. You drop it off, you get your load. Like, that's what you're doing all day long. You just running around doing that. Nobody's calling you all day trying to see where you at, what you doing. Make sure if you arrive to your appointment on time, you ain't got to worry about nothing else. Okay, that's the biggest pro for me. I don't have nobody watching over my back 24/7. You make decent money. I'm not gonna say good money, but it just depends on it really depends on what kind of bills you have. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a lot of bills, it might not be great money to you. But if you ain't got that many bills, you ain't really got that many kids or nothing like that, and that many responsibilities, it's really, really good. But unless you're like making, now you have to find a job that's gonna make some decent money. But when you, like I said, when you start off, you're not gonna make as much. But as long as you get through those 6 months, you get your experience, then you'll start making, you can make more and you can negotiate a lot better when you got your experience. So, but you can make a lot more just driving a truck versus working hard at the warehouse making the same amount of money. Also a pro is that you are needed. You are essential. You're like a nurse out here. You are needed. They always need truck drivers. They're always going to need nurses. So that's how I put it in the same field. And you can dang near make just as much as a nurse do. Just depends on your experience. You can make just as much as them. So and a lot of people say don't get to the trucking game right now. Everybody has their own opinion about that, but I will tell people, get your CDL. If you don't do nothing else, get a CDL. You can always benefit from being essential and always having a job. You'll always have a job. As long as you stay safe, you don't do no illegal crazy stuff, and you keep your record clean, you'll always have a job. That is a definite pro for me. Also, with the trucking game, you can learn a lot of other stuff. You can learn about brokering, dispatching, being an owner operator, working the ports, getting your TWIC card, hazmat. It's so many different levels to being a truck driver that more than people know. And I never knew half of this stuff until I became a trucker, and I was like, dang, it's other levels out here. So if you get tired of driving, you could be a dispatcher, you could be a broker. Excuse me. It's just other stuff that you can do out here besides driving if you get tired of driving. I think driving is just a pro of working, so that way you can kind of communicate better with the truck driver if you were a broker or if you were a dispatcher. So yeah, so that's my pros and cons, y'all. I'll go ahead and end this video. My throat is burning right now. And if y'all got some little remedies y'all can give me, I'm drinking lemon and honey right now. But yeah, y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know if y'all like this video. Let me know if y'all need any other tips, more pros and cons, or what y'all want to see in my next video. Happy Vlogmas, everybody. All right, peace.
Mercy, them leggings on, ooh girl, yeah, you working, I see you in my life, oh baby, I'm certain, I see you smiling at me, girl.